So there is no rules to it. You can make it bigger or make it smaller. So this one is 24 by 12 inches. This one is 19 by 12 inches. So the wideness must be the same. So if you are using 11 or you're using 10 for the wideness, every board must be 10. Even if it's 5 panel, you are doing 3 panel, you are doing 7 panel. The wideness everybody will be the same, but the height will not be different. Like the longness, there will be one at the center that is the longest, the one at the sides that will be the same. You get? There will be the same thing, but there are no rules to it. They have different pattern of it, but this is just one pattern. Yes, one pattern. So now let me go through so this wood, I want you to first go through frameless frame tutorial. You understand this? They call this MVF board, but let me just take you through it. MVF board. So I will tell you where to get these materials. So this MVF board, I don't buy the big one, I buy the small one, the small size. So the small size, I get it. This is not the big MVF board. If you see the size, let me compare it with the big one. So this is the big MVF board. Why this is the small one? You see? So this one is tiny. So why we don't want to use the big one? The big one is heavier. Apart from it's heavier, it's more expensive because it's big. So and what we're doing is something that it's not just we are doing a lot like panels. So it is not advisable for you to use the big one so that it's not be just too heavy for the client and the rest, and for you as a person. So I prefer using this small one for panel wall. But if it's big one now, if I'm doing sizes like 16, 20, 12 by 16 inches, I would use this. I will use the big one, but not for the panel wall frames. So for maybe single frames, I can use big one. Yeah, especially if I'm doing acrylic frames, which I believe we have the tutorial. So this is it. After cutting the board, then you do your printing. So it's where you print that's where you tell them to help you dissect the image. But I've told you that you take the image as a portrait. Like this image now is a single image. They were the one that dissected it. They helped me to put this border. They were the one that put that border for me. So, and I'll tell you the reason why they put the border. So you just give them the pattern of wall out you want to do. If it's the 3 pieces on, and you tell them the size, that okay, the center will be 12 by 24. The the side will be 12 by 19, and the other one too will be 12 by 19. I tell them, okay, this is the pattern I want it to. Yes, they'll say okay. They'll help you to dissect it. Where they print on flex, those people print on sticker. Their printing presses, like the printer they use is that printer that is somehow long. It's doing zip 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 zip. So these are the speaker you use. And why they add this my own now, the printer added inches at the side. Normally it should have been printed out just only this image, but they added this blue stuff for me because they know that I'm doing a frame and I'm not using edger. So all this language will be I'm using like edger now. Please go watch the frameless frame tutorial, those acrylic frame tutorial. You get to understand what I'm saying very well. The edger is a strip something that will put to cover this woody look. So if I use edger for this thing now, I don't need to tell them that okay, put a lot of border no, because I will still cut the image. The image, like it will just be exactly how the board is. So the edger will complement the side. You get? So but now I'm not using edger. So I want to show you without using edger, because in the frameless frame I used edger, and I want to show you to kill two birds with just one stone. Because if you are doing frameless frame, this is still frameless frame, but now it's just the pattern that is different. Frameless frame, but it's just the pattern that is different. But now, what if you are just doing a single frameless frame and you are not using edger? So that is what I want to achieve with this panel wall art, which is still a frameless frame kind of frame. So this is it. I will make things more clearer, or create a PDF that will take you step by step on how the material works and the rest, where you can get the material. But now I think I just want to explain what is happening everywhere. After, what will happen, we'll paste this thing on this board. We will either use the sticky, because this printer, the inside is sticky, you can peel off the sticky part, or we use gum to gum it. I will use the two methods, so I will not just show you one method, so that you choose which one you like. And after printing, I laminate this. You see it's shiny. You see it's like, they call this stone lamination. I always mention it. So you can laminate in glossy lamination, but I like stone lamination because if the printer's printing is not that very sharp, you can use this particular stone lamination to complement it, because people will not really get it that, oh, like this print is not sharp like that. So, but if you use that other gloss lamination, that normal one that is just transparent, you will really see the flaw of the printer if the printer is not good. Yes, and I really like this one because it adds more weight. I like this lamination. It adds more weight to the paper, which will help you achieve like better things. If you want to paste it on the board, it will not take more, like it will not stress you that much. So that's it. You look for let me recap everything. You look for an image that is a portrait image like this. Now let's just assume this is an image. The image should look like this. Then you take the image, you know the pattern you want to do. Do you want to do 5 pattern wall art, or you just want to do 3 pattern? The center is long, the sides is short. Is that one you want to do, or you want to do 5 pattern? If you want to do the 3 pattern, you take that picture and you give them, make sure it's horizontal picture. There will be the one you tell them, show them the pattern, and you give them the size. So the size, now the middle will be longer. Now, so just use my own style of size, my own size at the beginning stage, because that's how it is medium. Even though you give your client a sample, they will accept this particular size, even though it looks big. Yeah. So my size now is 12 by 24, and the remaining 2 that is at the side is 12 by 19. So if you want to add one extra that will be smaller, it will be 12, because just minus 5 inches. 5 minus 19, that's 14. That's 12 by 14. Yes, the 2 that will be if you want to do 5 panel. So they'll take your picture, they'll dissect it, yes, and print it single. That's why you see everything is single. But the picture was landscape before, then they now cut the thing, so the picture is now printed single. So you take that same size and you go to timber shade. Tell them you want to buy MVF board. You buy quarter of the board. It's going for 4.5, quarter of the board. So inside that quarter of the board, you tell them to cut 24 by 12 inches, exactly the size you printed. Don't print more and don't print less. Exactly the size you printed, and make sure you tell them that they should be careful with the measurement. It should not be too big, it should not be like exactly. So if you print 12 by 24, tell them you want to cut 12 by 24, and 12 by 19, you tell them you want to cut 12 by 19. Yes, so this is, I printed 1 12 by 24, 2 12 by 19, and that's why the thing is cut this way. So now the next phase is showing you how to put it on the board, which is not hard. It's very easy. So thank you for watching.